Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be working with my xTool M1 laser cutter. These projects can be done on any other laser brand. I'm just giving you the ideas for the cute home decor items. I work on xTool software. They usually have a great selection of images you can use in your projects. There is also an AI program you can use to help you with your design. For my first project, I want to create wooden floral bouquet. I choose a few shapes at first to see what I like and what will work. I often also use Canva for my designs. I have a pro version, but you can find plenty of free items on it. I search for graphic simple flowers. Don't worry about the colors or pattern on them. Think only about the edge of the flower, what shape it creates. I choose a few options, spread them and save as a SVG file with transparent background. I import the image to my xTool program. Looks messy at the moment, so I have to sort it out. Some flowers and stalks are ready to be cut out. Some of them needs extra attention. All the lines you can see will be cut out. That's how the machine can see it. I only want to keep the shape of it, so I create the outline. I remove the original flower and only keep the outline of it. I repeat this step with all the flowers I want to keep. Make sure the stem of the flower is thick enough, otherwise it will be fragile and might break once it's cut out. For this project I'm using 2mm thick plywood. I always tape my plywood with masking tape to avoid burnt marks on the wood. I've placed my plywood inside the laser cutter. Now I have to rearrange the flowers so they all fit. I want each stem to be about 20 centimeters long. It would be so much easier to do it on one bigger piece of plywood. At that time, this is what I only had. I set up my laser at 100% power and 60 millimeters per second speed. Once all the flowers are cut out, I remove the remaining masking tape. It's of course an additional work, but underneath you can see nice and not burned piece of wood. So it's definitely worth it. I take acrylic paints and paint all my wooden pieces on both sides. It's good to paint them this way as you don't know how you will arrange them. I have this cool glass flower frog. I found it in a charity shop, but you can find it online as well. These flowers also can be displayed in standard type of vase. I just thought they look super cute put to this flower frog. Next project is more complex. To create the welcome sign, I have to put my design into separate layers. I write it all down with most of the measurements. This way I know what I have to design on my software. I start with the rattan pattern. There are a few ways of creating it, but I think this one is the easiest. I need an octagonal shape. As I couldn't find any in here, I exported it from Canva. And as I don't need double walls, I create the outline and remove the original image. I work on the single section of rattan at first. Then by multiplying it, I receive the final effect. I need to create 12 smaller octagons around my big one. Remember, these will be cut out, so you need to keep a distance between the shapes. I try to spread them evenly all around. I'm still learning this program, and the machine is a journey of ups and downs, but always I learn from my mistakes. I copy this design and add a new one next to it. I actually want only one row of small shapes between two big ones. Then I make it all smaller and add more of it. You could also use array function from the top. I want my sign to be 30 × 19 centimeters. I draw a rectangle in that size and adjust my rattan to it. Again, I tape my plywood with masking tape. I try not to overlap the tape as it will create a thicker layer. I thought there is no point to cut all the rattan shape in the middle of my plywood. It will be covered with another piece and letters anyway. So at first I've used 3 mm thick plywood with 100% power and 5 mm per second speed. This unfortunately didn't work very well. I don't know what was the reason. I know xTool M1 can cut through 8 mm thick plywood, so I didn't expect to have problem with that. If you know what went wrong, let me know in the comments. So next, I've used 2 mm thick plywood instead with the same power and speed. You could see straight away that it works, which I was so happy about. With the big area and a low speed, it took exactly an hour to finish. You can see quite a few burn marks, but luckily they are only on my masking tape. Next step is the frame. I want outside edge to match the size of my rattan as the frame will go on top of it. Then the smaller one is 15 mm shorter from all sides. I again used the 2 mm thick plywood. I wasn't worrying too much about the tape as this frame will be painted anyway. Fits great. Now I measure how big I want my middle plaque to be. I choose the font for my welcome. Then draw a rectangle around it with the measurements I took. I will need 2 of the bigger rectangles. I used 2 mm thick plywood, so I'm not sure why it measured 3.4, but I just left it. Same setting like with the previous parts. Once it's all cut out, I take black acrylic paint and paint 2 frames and the letters. To attach it all together, I'm using some strong adhesive, but wood glue would also work. Don't need a lot of it. I try to put it in the middle so it won't come out from the sides once I press it down. It is a cute little sign you can hang by your entryway. This trendy rattan pattern brings all the attention. Hope you enjoyed today's video and my exploring journey with xTool M1. If you want to hear more about this product, I'll leave the link to my other video down below. And if you like the projects, don't forget about the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.